Our lesson for today is introducing what is an improper fraction and what is mixed numbers. Okay, let's remember how we used to write a proper fraction. What is a proper fraction? The proper fraction when the numerator is less than the denominator. We are talking about one part that has been divided into two equal parts and one of them has been taken. So this one is called proper fraction. So this is a proper fraction when the numerator is less than the denominator. 12 out of 17. This is a proper fraction because the numerator is less than the denominator. Remember, this is numerator and this is denominator. Okay? Proper fraction, numerator less than denominator. Okay, another example for the proper fractions. There is 2 parts out of 8. The numerator less than the denominator. This is half of a sandwich because this one has used to be a whole one that has been cut in the middle diagonally. Okay, so this is half of it. Now, what if we took something that has been divided, such as these 2 examples? There is an orange. We have 1, 2. This is 1 whole orange and a half. So we have here 3 halves of an orange. So we represent it as we have 3 parts of halves. Okay, so this is an improper fractions. When the numerator is more than the denominator, we have 3 halves. The 1 whole has been divided into 2 equal parts. So the denominator is going to be 2 because we have 3 halves. Then the improper fraction in this case is going to be 3 halves. Okay, this is an improper fraction. But a mixed number, it's just like, as a friend told me, it's just like a salad. You want to mix cucumbers with tomatoes. So in this case, 1 whole orange with a half, we can write it as a mix of whole numbers, and this part is fractions, is a fraction. So that's why they called it a mixed number, because it has 2 kinds of numbers. The first part, which is called whole numbers, and the second part belongs to the fractions. So we mix them together. That's why they are called mixed numbers, because we have 1 whole of an orange and a half. That's how we can represent groups or fractions using mixed numbers. Okay, if we want to compare the first slide with the second one, we are talking about the same thing. Those are 3 halves. We wrote it as 3/2. And the second group, we wrote it as a mixed number, whole number with a fraction. So for the same shape or the same group, okay, this is 1/2 is equal to 3 halves. So this is a mixed number. This is an improper fractions. They are equal to each other but represented in 2 different ways. The first one, improper fraction. Remember, what is improper fraction? When the numerator is more than the denominator. So the mixed number 1/2 is going to be equal 3 halves. Okay, let's take an example, writing down this pizza as a whole number, as improper fraction, and as a mixed number. Okay, let's say each one of them has been cut into 4 equal pieces. How many holes do I have? I have 1, 2, I have 2 holes and 1 part of 4. So 2 1/4. Okay, but if you want to write it down as an improper fraction, the denominator must be the same, guys, okay, because each one has been cut into 4 equal pieces. Okay, now count the small pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 quarters. It's gonna be equal to 2 wholes and 1 quarter. Okay, I represented this shape, this diagram, into 2 different ways. This is the mixed number, and here is what the improper fraction. Improper fraction by counting the small pieces, and the denominator must be the number of pieces in one whole. Okay, so the denominator is going to be 4 because the one whole has been cut into 4 equal parts. How many wholes do I have? I have 1, 2, and a quarter. This is 2 and a quarter. But if we want to write it as an improper fraction, you have to count the small pieces all together over 4. Why? Because one whole has been divided into 4 equal parts. Okay. Now, I'm going to teach you how to change an improper fractions to a mixed number using diagrams. Okay, what's the meaning of 10 over 8? 10 over 8, that means there is a shape that one whole has been divided into 8, such as this one. Okay, I have a rectangle, has been divided into, sorry for my hand drawing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one whole has been divided into 2 equal parts, into 8 equal parts. If we want to shade them, here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eighths. Okay, but we need 10 eighths. 10 eighths, we have to draw another shape as the same as this one that has been divided into 8 equal parts. Okay, I'm trying my best to draw the same one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much is left? I am left with another 2 to shade. Okay, so this is 10 eighths, right? This is 10 eighths. I want to draw to write them as a mixed number. This is one whole, so it's gonna be equal 1 whole, and how much is left? There is 2 eighths. Remember, the denominator is equal for both the improper and the improper fraction and the mixed number. Okay, here is another one which is better. This is a whole, has been divided into 8 equal parts. This is another whole, has been divided into 8 equal parts. I need 10 equal parts shaded. So those are 8. Another 2, there is 10 equal parts that are shaded. Out of 8, as a mixed number, we write it as 1 whole and 2 parts out of 8 parts. Now, how to change from mixed number into an improper fraction? Okay, that means we have 3 wholes, 1, 2, 3 wholes, and 2 thirds. That means I need a 4th one, has been divided into 3 equal parts, and 2 of them are shaded. So when the denominator is 3, that means each one of these whole parts must be divided into 3 equal parts. Okay, so how many holes do we have? We have 3 holes, so this all has been shaded, shaded, shaded. 1, 2, 3 holes and 2 thirds. This is 1. This is 2 thirds. Okay, to change them into improper fraction, remember the denominator must be the same one as the mixed number. Now count the small parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 3 wholes and 2 thirds is going to be equal to 11 thirds. Okay? Here is a better picture for the same example. There's 3 wholes, and 2 thirds. Okay? So each one of these wholes must be divided into 3 equal parts. Okay? And you have to draw a fourth one and take only 2 parts to represent 3 and 2 thirds. To change them into improper fraction, you have to count all the small pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, there is another way how to change between the improper fraction and the mixed number mathematically. Okay, there is another way. No need to draw a diagram to change between the improper into a mixed, and there is no need to draw an improper a mixed number into an improper fraction. Okay, again, what is the difference between improper fraction and the proper fraction? Okay, what is the difference between proper fraction and the improper fraction? What is the proper fraction? What is the improper fraction? The proper fraction when the numerator is less than the denominator, such as 3/5. The improper fraction when the numerator is more than the denominator, such as 9/5. Okay? Proper, improper fraction. Back to how to change improper fraction into a mixed number, or vice versa, using math work. Okay, so we are going to use math to work these out faster than drawing down the diagrams. Okay, so she's thinking about 7/2, how to change it into a mixed number. Okay, so she has 7 halves. That means she has to draw 7 halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So her answer must be what? 1, 2, 3 wholes and halves. Okay, the way is, guys, is to work it out back again to use long division. By the way, fractions is another representation of division. That means 7 is going to be divided by 2. So 7 divided by 2, that means how many 2's in the 7? There is 3 2's, because 3 times 2 equals 6. Subtract 1. Now, 3 is going to be the whole number. It's going to be the whole number. This one, the remainder, is going to be the numerator, and the 2 will be the denominator. Let's arrange them. So 3 as a whole. Okay, the denominator is going to stay as 2, and the numerator, which is the remainder, is 1. Let's look at our diagram. Let's check. Yes, there is 3 wholes and 1 half. This is what we get from using long division to write down to change the improper fraction into a mixed number. So changing improper fraction to a mixed number, we have to use what? Using what? Long division. The number here, the answer, the quotient, is going to be representing the whole number. The divisor is going to be the denominator. Divisor, denominator, so D down, always down. And the remainder is going to be the numerator. Let's take another example. You can ask yourself in this example, how many 3's in 8? How many 3's in 8 and how much is left? So 8 divided by 3. How many 3's in the 8? There is 2 3's. 2 times 3 equals 6. Subtract equals 2. So 2 is the whole number, 3 denominator, and 2 is going to be the numerator. Let's arrange them. So 2 as whole number, and the numerator is going to be 2, and the number that you have divided by is going to stay the same as the denominator. So 8 thirds is going to be represented as 2 wholes and 2 thirds. You can draw a diagram to check it out. Another example. Come on. Now, 14 over 5. Again, long division. 14 over 5. How many 5's in 14? How many 5's in 14? 14, how many 5's? You can fit 2 5's because 2 times 5 equals 10. Subtract equals 4. So you have 2 wholes. The denominator stays the same. You are left with the 4 as numerator. So 14 fifths is going to be equal to 2 wholes and 4 over 5. You can draw a diagram to check it out. Okay, what happens when the numerator in this example, which is 6, in an improper fraction is a multiple of the denominator. 6 is multiple of the denominator. So let's take it as long division. 6 divided by 3. How many 3's in the 6? There is 2 times 3 equals 6. Subtract equals 0. So when you're gonna change it into a mixed number, you're gonna write down 2 wholes and 0 over 3. 0 over 3, that means there's nothing left. There's only 2 wholes. So 6 over 3, the improper fraction is gonna be equal to 2 wholes. So this improper fraction actually is equal to only a whole number, not a mixed number. That's when you have the numerator is multiple of the denominator. Remember, what are the multiples? The multiples are the timetable for a certain number. Another example for this case, I have 15 over 5. 15 is what? A multiple of 5. So it's going to be 3 wholes. And that's it. Okay, remember, fractions is another way of representing what? Representing division. Okay, next we are going to work vice versa. In this case, we are going to change a mixed number into an improper fraction. We are going to go the opposite way that we worked. Instead of dividing and subtracting, we are going to multiply and add. So in improper fraction, we used to divide, then subtract. But in improper fraction, we are going to multiply, then add. The opposite way, guys. So this is for improper fraction. But for mixed numbers, to change it into improper fraction, we are going to multiply, then mixed numbers. Almost wrote down numerator. So to change mixed number into an improper fraction, we are going to multiply, then add. Okay? Using diagrams, 2 and 2 thirds. That means we have 2 wholes and each one has been divided into 3 equal parts, and we are going to left with the third shape having 2 thirds only. Count the thirds: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 thirds. Okay? But sometimes it's time consuming, so we need the mathematical way to change the improper fraction, the mixed number into an improper fraction. In such this one, okay, you are going to take the whole number, multiply it by the denominator. After that you have 2 and 1. How is that? Let's try it. 4 times 2 equals 8. Now the answer plus 1 equals 9. 9 is going to be the numerator and 2 is going to be the denominator. Let's check it out. Oh, this is a different one. Yes. Sorry, mixed up. So this is 4 wholes and a half. That means I have 4 whole pieces and a half. Let's count the halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 halves. So that's how you change an a mixed number into an improper fraction. Let's take another example, such as 5 over 4, okay, equals 5 times 4 equals 20. 20 plus 3 equals 23. So the denominator is going to be 23 over 4. So 5 3/4 is going to be equal to 23 pieces out of 4, or 23 quarters. Another example, the last one, change this mixed number into an improper fraction. So 6 times 3. Then we are going to add what? Plus 2. So 6 times 3 equals 18 plus 2 equals 20. So the improper fraction is going to be 20 out of 3, the same denominator. Pay attention, the same denominator. So the mixed number changed as an improper fraction is going to be 20 thirds. Okay? Have a nice day.